Ngi pediang sobhai phi sha kani ka program Health Essentials. Kani ka program ka juan ra sha phi ya ki jing kren bat ki jing tip sha phi halor ki phang ba pher ki be day bat ka koi ka kya.
Hello and welcome to Health Essentials. Well, viewers, as the novel coronavirus is continuing to spread, it has never been more important that we take care of our health and hygiene, because this is the only preventive measure, or to say this is our best defense as yet that we know against this disease. Now, we have been washing our hands properly, 20 seconds and more. We have also been using hand sanitizers, we have been using face masks, and yes, we have been practicing social distancing very religiously. But naturally, another question arises, what else? Right? There are so many people, my family included, and all around the world, we have been asking what else? What are the things we can still do and should do? And I think there's one more thing that really needs to be addressed at this moment, and that is our immune system. While our Honorable Prime Minister recently in one of his Mann Ki Baat programs had mentioned that we should, he actually urged that we should be following some of the measures and the guidelines that had been given by the Ministry of Ayush. Now, these are some of the measures if we follow religiously, diligently. It says that it can actually help us boost our immune system. Now, there are many other things that he said. And what are these other things? Before we proceed with the program, let's take a look at what he had to say to the citizens of our country from this short excerpt from his Mann Ki Baat program.
इस समय दुनिया भर में भारत के आयुर्वेद और योग के महत्व को भी लोग बड़े विशिष्ट भाव से देख रहे हैं। सोशल मीडिया पर देखिए, हर तरफ इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने के लिए किस तरह से भारत के आयुर्वेद और योग की चर्चा हो रही है। कोरोना की दृष्टि से आयुष मंत्रालय ने इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने के लिए जो प्रोटोकॉल दिया था, मुझे विश्वास है कि आप लोग इसका प्रयोग जरूर कर रहे होंगे। गर्म पानी, काढ़ा और जो अन्य दिशा निर्देश आयुष मंत्रालय ने जारी किए हैं, वो आप अपनी दिनचर्या में शामिल करेंगे तो आपको बहुत लाभ होगा। साथियों, वैसे ये दुर्भाग्य रहा है कि कई बार हम अपनी ही शक्तियां और समृद्ध परंपराओं को पहचानने से इनकार कर देते हैं। लेकिन जब विश्व का कोई दूसरा देश एविडेंस बेस्ड रिसर्च के आधार पर वही बात करता है, हमारी फॉर्मूला हमें सिखाता है, तो हम उसे हाथों हाथ ले लेते हैं। संभवतः इसके पीछे एक बहुत बड़ा कारण सैकड़ों वर्षों की हमारी गुलामी का कालखंड रहा है। इस वजह से कभी कभी हमें अपनी ही शक्ति पर विश्वास नहीं होता है, हमारा आत्मविश्वास कम नजर आता है। इसलिए हम अपने देश की अच्छी बातों को, हमारे पारंपरिक सिद्धांतों को एविडेंस बेस्ड रिसर्च के आधार पर आगे बढ़ाने के बजाय उसे छोड़ देते हैं, उसे हीन समझने लगते हैं। भारत की युवा पीढ़ी को अब इस चुनौती को स्वीकार करना होगा। जैसे विश्व ने योग को सहज स्वीकार किया है, वैसे ही हजारों वर्षों पुराने हमारे आयुर्वेद के सिद्धांतों को भी विश्व अवश्य स्वीकार करेगा। हाँ, इसके लिए युवा पीढ़ी को संकल्प लेना होगा और दुनिया जिस भाषा में समझती है, उस वैज्ञानिक भाषा में हमें समझाना होगा, कुछ करके दिखाना होगा।
All right. So, you must have just heard how the Prime Minister has said that the entire world is looking towards us. The entire world is looking towards India's Ayurveda and Yoga for answers for boosting mechanism. Now, the question arises, if the entire world is looking towards us, why not we Indians start reaping the benefits first, right? So, let's start our discussion today on boosting our immunity through the Ayurveda way. So today we have with us Dr. P.K. Goswami. He is our director from Northeastern Institute of Ayurveda and Homeopathy. And then we have Dr. Vijay Kumar, who is the associate professor from College of Ayurveda, NEA. Welcome, doctors. Let's start first thing first, Dr. Goswami. Before we go into what are the measures, what are the tips that we need to follow, let's first tell our audience, what is this immune system and why is it so important that our Prime Minister is talking about it in the national level? The international people, people all over the world are looking towards us, and we are actually dedicating, all this time to talk about it. Why is it so important?
Hello viewers, I am wishing all of you very good health and safe stay in your home. So first I am going to discuss what is immune system. Immune system is a capacity of the individual fight against diseases, and this immunity of the one individual is determined by so many factors. So there is a major factor is proper diet. Proper diet means in terms of their compositions, in terms of their preparations, their time, so many factors are there. So by means of normal regimen of diet and other regimen, we have got necessarily one capacity inside our body to fight against diseases. But sometimes what happens is certain factors like process of aging, sometimes it is a climatic factor, or sometimes of more specifically the time of endemic, our own system of fighting against diseases somehow become weak, or the capacity of the diseases become more powerful. The moment our individual capacity to fight against disease is lower level, then we have got diseases. And if our immunity is become stronger one, we can easily defeat the organism or viruses. So here you see the COVID-19 virus, which created a pandemic nature all over the globe, and we have lost good numbers of precious life all over the globe. And there are till now there is no clear cut line of treatment has been evolved. So our only option is that we have to improve our individuals fighting power against diseases, that is immunity. And when we are thinking for increasing immunity or increasing the fighting capacity of the individual human being against the viruses, then we should have to take care of different aspect how we can improve our immunity. As I discussed, number one question is that proper diet, proper rest and proper regulation of the healthy lifestyles. As you have seen, as our Honorable Prime Minister has properly guided our whole nations to fight against this COVID-19 war, and he has suggested certain our age-old traditions. We are already practicing these traditions for thousands of years of life in this our Indian subcontinent. But what happened due to certain changes in the society, it may be due to economic scenario or cultural change, we have been deviated from our traditional food habits. So whatever our normal traditional food habit, that is the base for maintaining our body immunity, because each and every part of the country we have a different dietetic regimen as per different seasons. Yes. And all the seasons, whatever the dietetic composition we are taking, they are selected from the nature to boost our immunity. So you see in every kitchen of the Indian subcontinent, we have got mini Ayurvedic pharmacy. For example, you see our grandmother has using turmeric, that is haldi. Similarly, we have using different other ingredients like coriander, like clove, like black pepper, like ginger, dry ginger, all are having immense medicinal value. But from our ancestors, we have been using these ingredients in a minute property as a part of our dietetic ingredients, which very minutely work in our cellular level and discarded the negative aspects from our system and improve our immunity. So, when due to certain change of climate or certain endemic conditions, we have to take specific precautions to boost these our inner system by taking these traditional knowledges to improve our immunity.
Okay. All right. So, the thing is, like our Prime Minister mentioned, and we even saw in the clip just now, and people, everybody, we are like really talking about this guidelines, you know, these measures that has been set by the Ayush Ministry. What are these in particular? Can you like just, you know, tell our audience and explain to them what are these?
You see, there are certain sections we have to demarcate it. For example, you see, number one is general principles.
All right.
For example, you see, when we are thinking for a healthy lifestyle or good immunity, we should always have to follow the rules of nature.
Okay.
And that is the actually major point why we are suffering.
Okay.
Human beings think that is nature is for our benefit, but that is not so. We are a part of the nature. So, we have to take a very good healthy habit like waking up the early morning, take proper sleep. So, using for example, in COVID-19 we have to use hot water, drinking hot water.
Yes, is that just early morning or is that required the entire day, like, you know, warm
actually
water?
For example, I am giving an example. If we have got minimum exposure to direct sunlight every morning, minimum for 20 to 30 minutes, it helps for generate certain vitamin in our body, particularly vitamin D. Similarly, if we have taking different ingredients like lemon in our food habits, it supply vitamin C. So, now you will know in social media, they have been says that vitamin D and vitamin C are certain influential factor for boosting immunity.
Yes.
Similarly, when we are thinking certain other habit, for example, you see, you must be know these golden milk. That means milk with a little bit of haldi, turmeric powder. So, these also immunity boosting the immunity.
Okay.
You know, in our classical Ayurveda, this haldi or turmeric is used in multiple purposes.
Okay.
And that is why by considering this is multiple beneficial in our human physiology, our ancestor has incorporated haldi in our kitchen as a dieting ingredient in each vegetables.
Okay.
So, it remove the any impurities from the food substance and it is equally capable to remove the all the impurities from this system, as well as it improve our immunity to fight against diseases. Same argument maybe also we will find out for other ingredients which generally most commonly we use our kitchens. So, whatever the advices I am going to give in that to boosting our immunity, number one, we should have to use hot water in daily to daily life. We should at a time taking golden milk with 1 glass of milk, which a little bit of turmeric powder. Then similarly, we have to go into a decoction. You see, decoction is a technical concept I am going to explain. For example, you see, we have been get certain ingredients like dalchini, tezpatta, black pepper, then dry ginger, all are easily available. And particularly, you see the people of Meghalaya, you will easily get all these things, because mighty nature has given everything abundantly for the people of Meghalaya. You have been know that the best quality turmeric is available in Meghalaya.
Yes.
Similarly, ginger is abundantly produced here, black pepper is here, dalchini is here, tezpatta is here. So, all these are here. So, you can choose along with holy basil, the tulsi, any out of these 4 or 5 ingredients, take it and get it clean and then it boiled in water.
We boil all these ingredients that you said
First,
together?
you should have to make it little bit, make it smaller pieces.
Okay.
Or grind it.
Okay.
Then you have given 4 times of water. And it's low heat, not excess heat. That is
in medium heat,
which you know as a C minimum gas stove.
Yes, yes.
And you boil it, and when your liquid proportion is become half or 1/4.
All right.
Then you get it filtered with a then in lukewarm stage you take a 1 cup.
Okay.
1 cup, and this decoction should be taken 2 or 3 times in a day. What happens? It will boost your immune system.
Don't you think these ingredients that you mentioned, like haldi and dalchini and all this, now can we add honey to it? Because I think the taste might be a little bitter.
Yes. Actually, you see, there it is prescribed to using munakka.
Munakka is raisins.
Yes. Raisins. I think it is not easily available.
No.
And nowadays,
but
honey is available. Honey is available. So I think honey is not prescribed. Munakka is prescribed.
Yes, it's not prescribed. That's why.
There is certain logic.
So okay, we can use this and we can sip this during the entire day, or is it something that we have to drink at one go and we are done?
No. Actually, minimum 2 or 3 times you have to take in 24 hours.
Is this also for children?
Yes, children is there, but their quantity a little bit less. It is more stronger in quality, then it should make a little bit lighter.
All right. Okay.
So these are the techniques, and apart from this, you should have to pouring a drop of ghee or oil in your nostrils, or you have to get oil in your buccal cavity, make a gargling, but don't intake inside. This should spit out oil.
Right. Okay.
So there actually logic is there that when we have make certain surface or buccal cavity or nostrils, where we can retain these viruses by making a one medium. Then we should have to clean it.
All right.
Okay. That is the one logic. But there are some other purpose also. It will be more technical will be there.
Right.
I'm not going to explain these things.
Talk about this because my brother has one question for you, and I'll come back to you, doctor. Okay, let's turn towards Dr. Vijay Kumar. Sir, when this lockdown was announced, and all of us, when we look at the countries outside India, people were running around and, they were buying toilet papers and stuff. In India, we were buying food. We were buying ration, khareedna hai and stuff like that. But there are other people also, of the younger generation. We were more into buying pasta and all these dried goods jo rakh sakte hai for many days. So diet is very important when it comes to immunity boosting. So can you tell us about because right now also if any young people is watching this program, I'm sure most of them must be snacking. Some of them must be eating chips, some of them must be eating biscuits. So we always snacking because we are at home, kuch na kuch chahiye munching ke liye, So our diet habit has somehow derailed somewhere. So can you explain to us the recommended diet options for boosting healthy immunity?
Actually, proper balanced diet plays an important role in one's life for boosting the immunity.
Okay.
As it is quoted in Ayurveda, Arogyam Bhojanadhinam. It means health depends on good diet.
Food, okay.
So you should follow the diet regimen. In breakfast around 8 a.m. you should take oatmeal or cornflakes with milk, or sprout and salad, or 2 chapati with green vegetables.
Any of these?
Any of these. This is available, easily available.
Yes.
Around 11 a.m. you should take some seasonal fruits like orange, which is available in every season.
Okay.
Papaya, kiwi, apple, etc. Orange has vitamin C, which is immunity boosting agent. Kiwi also vitamin C and some micronutrient and some antioxidant agent. Papaya, ginger, etc. And then around 1 p.m. you should take lunch. In lunch, rice, chapati, dal and green vegetable in excess amount, like broccoli, beans, gourd bitter, etc. Then around 4 p.m. you take some dry fruits like almonds, cashew and
walnuts and
also almond, and some like munakka, all ladies is right.
Yes.
And around 6 p.m.
Munakka is raisins, is kishmish,
Yes, also.
Yes. Okay.
And dates also.
Yes, dates, khajur.
And around 6 p.m. you should take decoction.
The one that
as
sir just
our
explained.
director sir already said.
Ji,
right?
हाँ. Can you just one more tell the ingredients to our
Yeah.
audience?
Like cinnamon,
हाँ, cinnamon.
ginger, black pepper,
Pepper.
lemon juice.
Okay.
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 For taste, you can
Munakkar.
थोड़ा सा honey
okay.
डाल देंगे.
Okay.
जी.
And around 8 p.m. You should take dinner. In dinner also rice, chapati, dal, green vegetables. And at bedtime, near about 10 p.m., you should take golden milk, as our doctor sir already said.
Already.
1 teaspoon turmeric powder, and with 150 milligram warm milk.
It has to be warm milk.
Warm.
Okay.
That's
so, you know, there are people who they have this, you know, I completely forgot the term right now, but they're kind of allergic to milk. So, what happens to those people? Can they? Is there any substitute for that?
In milk is
Allergy to milk.
Yes.
Yeah,
they have,
yeah.
okay. I honestly.
proteins,
Yeah, I
yeah,
forgot
some
there's a term.
proteins.
Yes. Lactose intolerance. Yes.
Lactose intolerance.
So, yeah. Is there
You
any
take
other
a simple
option?
water, warm water.
Most commonly seen is children.
In children?
Yeah.
In children.
Okay. I also go through
Ah,
that.
yes, this is rare cases. But, in turmeric, you can take these things. And turmeric will gradually give adaptability.
All right. Okay, there's one more thing. One of my friends, she was asking me, and she actually made it a point that I asked it to you, ki this milk, the one that we are talking about, golden milk. Now, is it important that it has to be gai ka doodh, you know, the cow's milk, or can we have this any other milk jo milta hai na aajkal? We get the Nestle, you know, the brands and all. Or is it really important that we particularly get it from, you know, these bhaiyas and all who come and deliver milk to us? Is there any difference?
Cow milk is the best.
Is the best.
You see, possible is that cow milk is best. But you see, now as the age of marketing and industrializations, it is not possible in urban life for each and every
Yes,
family.
exactly.
So now there are plenty of toned milk is available.
Exactly, yes.
Like Amul Taja. So you see, they are actually very scientifically pastured and they are have been marketed with a very hygienic conditions. So after proper boiling, these can be beneficial, and this is better, preferably the powder form,
Powdered form.
because there are a lot of form you will get the milk, dry powder form, or there is toned milk or
Yes.
liquid form.
Yes.
Because you see the toned milk of this liquid form, they have been to be used within 6 months, but milk powder has to
They
be
have
more
a
longer
shelf
than
life.
period, shelf life. And position is that in toned milk there is a probability, adding water you can evaporate or you boil it. But in dry powder, there is less probabilities because directly pouring to the hot water.
Yes, okay.
So there are so many conditions. And I think in nutritional values, you cannot differentiate these things.
All right, okay. But again, like you say, we prefer the gai ka doodh, the normal, you know, age-old thing. Jo when we were small, those people would come and give us milk. And
No, it is better if you got freshly collected milk from the cows or buffalo. That is very good.
Yes.
But it is if we get more stress is there, this will be more hypothetical because it is not feasible for the urban people. Each and every time, every morning, we will have any fresh milking from a cow or buffalo.
Yes.
It is not a practical discussion, I think, from my point of view.
Okay.
So as far as available, whatever the milk available in the market, I am given most commonly using nowadays. There is so many brands is using there.
yes.
And you see another one negative point also. When you are taking, thus you are given a biasis, there is probability of contaminations also.
Okay, yes, exactly. Okay, we will come back to that. Dr. Vijay, like you were just telling us, you know, that you were in this time we should have this and this time we should have this. I just noticed that you did not mention the non-veg items, like, you know. So should we like leave that aside from do you mean to say that, or can we include that in our diet?
Can be included.
Because I actually observed that
can
you did not
include,
mention
okay.
that. So
You
like
can
you
also include.
yeah, so we can use that because in lunch and dinner anytime, right? It's
Okay.
not it's
But
not one of the
processed meat,
guidelines.
But not processed meat.
Acha, theek hai. So it's not one of the guidelines ki you have to stay away from non-veg. It's not like
No. You can take non-veg. You see,
Okay.
basic point is that in the very beginning I have said we try to cultivate a culture to adjust with the nature. You see, when we are thinking about veg, non-veg, these are actually different components in scientific terminology.
Yes.
Whether it is carbohydrate, protein, fats, mineral, vitamins and water. These are the compositions. So, we can take whether it is plant originated protein or vegetable proteins. Dal we are getting from the vegetables kingdoms, and meat or fish or egg we are getting it from animal origin.
Okay.
Actually, problem is that just in the very beginning we have discussed that taking of this specific preparation is not suitable to our climate.
Yes.
Like momos,
Okay.
like burgers, these are actually processed with unknown substance. We do not know. But when you are preparing a fish curry or mutton curry, you know all the ingredients. Whatever the garlic, whatever the ginger, whatever the black pepper, you are know to you.
Yes.
So, actually question is that there is no obstruction of taking fish and meat, but method is actually method of preparations.
Okay.
And an important thing question is that nowadays, in more specifically in COVID-19 infection, one should avoid to take food from the fridge.
Okay.
As far as possible, you
Okay.
try to have a freshly prepared food.
All right.
So, generally what happen in non-veg diet, we are more commonly based on market preparations. So, these are to be avoided.
Okay.
And as far as possible, our priorities should be freshly prepared food.
Okay, we have to focus on freshly prepared food other than, dear viewers, other than, buying sausages and bacons right now. We do include that in our diet, as we all know. None of us are, it's like we do, like I said, most of us, especially the younger generations, we are so into eating burgers and all these kinds of things. But as for now, we are focusing on a healthy lifestyle, we are focusing on healthy diet. So, I urge our viewers, especially our younger generations and parents, to come back to track and let's start having healthy food. Let's pick up healthy vegetables, freshly produced vegetables by our farmers, our locally produced, whatever produce that our local farmers have are selling outside. Let's bring that, let's stir fry them, let's have them, and let's stay away from processed food right now. Okay, Dr. Goswami, according to these measures that the Ayush department has given us, there is something called Ayurvedic immunity promoting measures. So, they have mentioned Chyawanprash and all that. So, can you just explain more of these other promoting measures?
Actually, you see, our concept is that when we have got the base of the base healthy body tissue, our immune system will be in optimum level.
Okay.
So, for supplying the excellence of nutrition to the body tissues, we have to take precautions. Among these, we have different type of rejuvenation therapy.
Okay.
For example, milk, we are taking daily to daily milk.
Yes.
Then similarly, we are taking other compound recipes. Among these, Chyawanprash is most commonly available and known to each and every household. So, we have advocated for boosting immunity, we should have to take in 1 TCF of Chyawanprash daily. But apart from these, we have got some other preparations also. We should have to take milk, just I have discussed already.
Yes.
Similarly, we take a little bit of Greek yogurt.
Yes.
These are actually taken daily to daily, but in proper quantity.
Okay.
But you should have to follow, if somebody is suffering something other problem, then they should have to avoid Greek. But milk is highly essential. Then similarly, you should have to have other fruits. For example, fruits which are considered to be enhance immunity. Similarly, certain other medicinal plants. I am going to discuss one of the most easily available, that is botanical name is Ctenosporea cordifolia.
Okay.
In Hindi it is known as Giloi.
Acha.
In here it is known as Siddhelata or Amarlata in Assamese. This is available plenty.
Okay.
In Northeast everywhere you will get this thing as a creeper.
Okay.
But in Shillong due to cold it is very less. But in Rivoi district and in Garo Hills you will get everywhere. Everybody knows that
Okay.
is botanical name is Ctenosphoria cordifolia,
Okay.
and locally it is known in Hindi Giloi or Gurusi.
Okay.
In Assamese it is known as Amorlata, Siddhelata, and it is also can be taken for boosting immunity. It is scientifically proved all over the globe. Even
Okay.
modern science also accept it.
Okay.
The Ctenosphoria cordifolia, Giloi, Gurusi is immunopromoting.
Okay.
So if you have got a creeper of this, you just get clean it properly,
Okay.
that make a small pieces, then grind it, and similarly just I have discussed the decoction, you prepare decoctions and you are taking the decoctions, it is also very promoting immunity. You see, I have given two examples. One is 7+.
Yes.
So 7+, it will be a little bit involvement of expenditure.
Yes. Not everyone can always afford it.
And Giloi is easily accessible.
All right.
I think once our viewers can identify it, they can easily available. And Giloi is not only immune boosting, it can give rid of so many diseases. That's why in Assamese it is known as Omorlata, that is give immortality. In it is known as Siddhelata, that means it give all success in your treatment.
All right.
And
Okay.
you know, this Giloi or this is nowadays in this year our ministry has discussed is a year of the plant.
Year of the plant.
Yes,
Okay.
that is one of the plant which can prevent so many diseases. So I most honestly request my viewers, try to find out and locate whether this Ctenosphoria cordifolia, Giloi, Gurusi is available nearby your locality. You try to cultivate it, preserve it, and try to learn how to use it. Then definitely you can prevent so many diseases yourself, and definitely will be boosting your immunity. Apart from this, we have to take proper diet in proper time and proper rest.
Okay. All right. Okay, doctor. We'll come back to that. We'll pause the discussion right now. We'll take a short break, and in this time, I would like to request our viewers to stay tuned, and you can watch this next video, which will kind of sum up whatever we have discussed in the last 30 minutes.
Ministry of Ayush recommends the self-care guidelines for preventive health measures and boosting immunity with special reference to respiratory health. These are supported by Ayurvedic literature and scientific publications. The recommended measures are: drink warm water throughout the day. Daily practice of yogasana, pranayama and meditation for at least 30 minutes a day. Spices like haldi, jeera, dhania and lehsun are recommended in cooking. Take Chyawanprash 10 grams, that is 1 tablespoon in the morning. Diabetic patients should take sugar-free Chyawanprash. Drink herbal tea or decoction, that is kadha, made from tulsi, dalchini, kali mirch, shunti and munakka once or twice a day. Add jaggery and fresh lemon juice according to your taste if needed. One can also take golden milk, that is half teaspoon haldi powder in 150 milliliter hot milk once or twice a day. For nasal application, apply sesame oil or coconut oil or ghee in both the nostrils in morning and evening. For oil pulling therapy, take 1 tablespoon sesame or coconut oil in mouth. Do not drink it. Swish it in the mouth for 2 to 3 minutes and spit it off, followed by warm water rinse. This can be done once or twice a day. In case of dry cough or sore throat, you can take steam inhalation with fresh pudina, that is mint leaves, or ajwain, that is caraway seeds. It can be practiced once in a day. Long powder mixed with natural sugar or honey can be taken 2 to 3 times a day in case of cough or throat irritation. Please note, these measures generally treat normal dry cough and sore throat. However, it is best to consult doctors if these symptoms still persist. The general guidelines to be followed by everyone are: you must clean your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use an alcohol-based hand rub. Maintain social distancing. Do not touch your eyes, nose or mouth. Cover your nose and mouth with face mask. Stay home if you feel unwell. If you have a fever, a cough, and difficulty in breathing, please consult your doctor. Follow the directions of your local health authority. Stay home, stop coronavirus.
Yes, viewers, welcome back. You know, taking care of our immune system and strengthening our immune system is not just something that we have to do today. You know, it's something that we have to focus on the entire year, our entire life. But if we have not focused on this, if we have actually not done anything, you know, for strengthening our immune system till now, then I think today is the right time that you should start doing this. And so, continuing this discussion for boosting our immune system, I would like to come back to Dr. Vijay. You know, we have been talking about what to do, you know, what to eat, so let's talk about what are the things to avoid during these times.
A few things avoid at this time, like frozen food,
yes, frozen
processed
food.
meat, junk food.
Junk food, okay,
Yeah.
yes.
So you should also avoid food or they have higher level of sugar and salt.
Okay.
You should avoid alcohol, smoking,
yes, which is
fetal
banned
hand,
right
etc.
now.
etc. You should also avoid soft drink,
Ice cream, cold drinks.
soft drink,
Ice
cold
creams
drinks.
also,
Yes,
okay.
Ice cream,
that
cold
time.
drinks.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so these things actually affect our
Avoid.
immune system, like
Yeah.
badly, or
Yes.
can we like still have a bit of ice cream and chips? Sometimes, you know, we're all in lockdown and, you know, we can still, I think, you know, sometimes lifestyle modification suddenly is very difficult. You know, the other day we were talking about how most of us are being affected by something called adjustment disorder. Because every day we are doing, you know, we are going to work, we are doing so many things. Now suddenly we are all at home. And since we are all at home, one thing that Dr. Goswami had mentioned is get adequate sleep. Now since we are all at home, we are all locked down, one thing that we are really doing is spending so much time in our computers, in our television, and sleep has actually taken a back seat. We wake up like, you know, 12 o'clock, some of us are waking up, you know, time is like, theek hai, kuch karna nahi hai, you know, so kya karenge? So sleep, like, can you, Dr. Goswami, can you really stress, explain our viewers how important sleep is, because not getting enough sleep actually affects our immune system. So can you actually explain to our viewers that, you know, this blue light coming from our devices actually affects our sleep, and this is very bad right now and we really need to get this adequate sleep. So can you tell us the importance of sleep?
You see, not only for human being, any living animals, there are three basic factors for maintaining their proper healthy life cycles. One is food, another is sleep or resting feed, another is proper regulations of their different habits. Then definitely one living body can maintain healthy in their life cycles. So particularly in human being, once you say that we are the lockdown period, every people is getting plenty of time in his or her home. But you see, we have to use in a certain productive life. For example, you see, we cannot go outdoor, but we do certain physical exercise inside our home. We can practice certain yogic practices for maintaining our body health or improve our mental power. Similarly, we can have to go for reading, or we can have to do certain other creative works like playing a musical instrument, or we can have to doing a painting. So we have to make a very positive way of life. You see, actually, as earlier I have discussed, that though science has developed too much, but in life cycle of a human being, everything is not always 2 plus 2. We have to discussing something in a positive way. So once we have followed the rule of nature, we have always having a positive thinking, definitely we have got a positive result. That means we have a good mental strength, physical strength, that is immunity, fight against any type of disease process. As you have said, that sleep. Actually, you see, each and every time there is certain phenomena going on inside our body, each every cell. And so resting is highly essential to such type of repairing. No doubt, diet has supplied the different ingredients, but this sleep or resting phase is augmented this process of building of the different strength, immune system or other cell tissues, etc. That's why it is a universal principle of Ayurveda that diet, that is ahar, nidra, that is sleep, and brahmacharya, that is regulations. Brahmacharya don't take any religious thinking.
All right.
Brahma means real truth, and those who practice the different regimen for achieving the reality. You know, reality in our human life that we have to maintain the cycle of life cycle is a proper way. And once you see, we have born as a baby in my lap of mothers, then we have grown up, now we have crossing over. For myself, I crossed my youthhood, now I am in adulthood, then one day I will get old age. So each and every time we have this certain phenomena has been occurs due to change of time.
Okay.
And we have to adjust this cycle. So similarly, when you see this cycle is in seasonal variations in the whole life, as daily to daily cycle is also there. That's the daily regimen. So in daily regimen, we have to follow these things.
Okay, so rest is very important, viewers. We really need to rest because it actually helps, you know, our body to strengthen our immune system besides having a healthy diet. Okay, Dr. Vijay Kumar, can you tell us how yoga and pranayama and meditation can actually help us this now? And is there are there things, are there yogic postures which can actually help us with sleep and rest also?
Okay. Yeah, basically yogasana balances the digestive system, circulatory system, nervous system, even endocrine system. Meditation and pranayama reduces the stress hormones.
Stress hormones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pranayama and some asanas increase the function of lungs, elasticity of lungs.
Okay.
Basically, pranayama is a breathing exercise.
Okay.
As COVID-19 destroyed the respiratory system,
Yes.
pranayama increase the circulation in lungs,
All right.
increase the oxygenation in the lungs.
Okay.
So with oxygenation in the lungs tissue, the performance of defense system becomes strong. And some due to practice of pranayama and meditation reduces stress, anxiety and panic of patient.
Okay.
After this, some researchers overcome after a few meditation and pranayama like Bhastrika and Brahmari pranayama,
Okay.
pro-inflammatory markers reduce. Pro-inflammatory marker, which is
Yes. Can you like explain it to be very simple?
yes, and anti-inflammatory cytokines elevator increases,
Okay.
which is the immune booster system agent, as a immune boosting agent.
Okay.
And some asanas like Bhujangasana and cobra pose, like cobra
Yes,
pose.
yes, yes. I think our viewers can see it. We have been running these visuals. When we are discussing this, some visuals have been running. You can check some of the asanas that we are running. Whatever the doctor is saying, it might be helpful to all of us.
Or the Surya Namaskar is very effective in immunity booster, as a immunity booster.
All right. So yoga plays a very important
very
role
important
in immunity boost.
immunity system. So I will say the yoga, pranayama, meditation is a very good effect on immune system.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Goswami. These days we are talking about COVID-19 everywhere. Like switch on the news, anywhere, corona, it's everywhere. Now what has happened is there has been some impact on our life. Now the smallest thing jo aajkal ho jata hai is like there was a time when we like and then everybody's like theek hai. Nowadays everybody's looking with big eyes. We're all staring at each other. So sore throat has become such a huge problem these days. Pehle it was theek hai, normal hai, but now it's like, oh my god, what is she doing? Why is she sneezing? Why is she coughing? So I was reading that according to Ayurveda, there are these medicines recommended, that we can do, like some measures we can do to treat dry cough and all these throat infection. Can you just tell our viewers?
You see, for sore throat or this dry throat, actually whatever the pollutant inside the atmosphere or which is come into contact, or it may be certain disease conditions also, there we have experienced this sore throat or this dry throat. In these cases, first question, we have to maintain the oral hygiene first.
Oral hygiene.
Oral hygiene. For example, you see every morning after proper teeth brushing and scraping of the tongue, we have to make gargling. Gargling, you can gargling by the simple salt and hot water.
Okay, salt and hot water, we have to gargle
then
after
if
everything.
Still a little bit more, then you can go for, there are so many other agents for gargling.
Okay.
And just Ministry of Ayush has been given that taking of oil inside buccal cavity. Similarly, we have got other different technical methods as per Ayurveda to gargling of different decoctions.
All right.
And main important position is that apart from taking gargling, then another is sometimes something is not to be do. That you should not chewing betel nut and tobacco, smoking, surti, that is tobacco, these are to be avoided. Then you should have to take certain simple medications. For example, just I have discussed earlier, clove. Clove is clove. Actually, if you 1 drop of clove oil in your 1 cup of lukewarm hot water, then you can make a gargling of these things.
Okay.
So apart from this, you can make some powder from your households. That means this tezpatta, dalchini. These are very, very good soothing effect. Or if you can go for further more, you can have so many other agents like Sitopala Deshurno, Talisa Deshurno. These are give beneficials. But these are medicaments. And I think if we have maintained proper hygiene, oral hygiene, that means proper cleaning of teeth, tongue, and proper gargling. It is not very costly one. Everybody can take 2 or 3 times in a day, gargling with salt and hot water. Or if needed, you can go for pouring of water in buccal oil, like as is prescribed by Ayush Ministry. Or you can go for a 1 drop of clove oil. But clove oil will be a little bit corrosive, so be careful. So only 1 drop in a 1 cup of lukewarm hot water.
What is this steam inhalation that has been mentioned? For us females, usually the ones who visit beauty parlors and stuff, steaming is totally different. It's only with our facial thing.
Same principle.
So what exactly
same principle. Whatever you using in your facial, same principle only there. Only difference is there. Then you are using steam to cleaning the pores of the hair follicles. But here steam inhalation is going to be cleaning the nasal passage.
So what exactly do I have to do if I decide, I have to do steam inhalation? What exactly do I need?
You see, you have got this pudina.
Pudina, yes.
Or sometimes such type of inhaling agents are also available. These can be given in a hot water and covered by a 1 towel. Then you have take the inhalations. So
this will actually help with dry cough and so.
Dry cough, or actually from nasal cavity to buccal cavity, that is going to be cleaned.
All right. Okay. Now there's another thing that we did speak about it a few minutes back. The nasal application. They were saying that we can apply some oil. Now what is that exactly? What kind of oil do we need to apply? Do we have to take it in, or we just have to apply it?
No. You see, actually. In COVID-19, our problem is that this virus may be accessed to nostrils and buccal cavity. So we are trying to be arrest here in this level. That whatever I have discussed, inhalation of vapor or oral application for gargling, these are the same principle, only medium is different. One we have using liquid, one is getting gaseous form, and one is going for oil form. Oil form, the viscosity will be more. Then this virus may be stuck in the hair follicles, oil in the nostrils. So these are the certain concept. This is for simple, but once we are going to technically discuss, we have to discuss more things.
ठीक है. Now this nasal application जो है, we have to do that once in a day. We take a bit of oil
No,
and
no, no.
we
You see, preferably 2 or 3 times in a day.
in a day we can apply it. Or we can use ghee and anything
Ghee
else?
or oil, or there is one medicated anut oil is also is there.
Alright.
Is highly specific is there. So these have to be poured in the nostrils, or they were given in the drops for make it remove the dry from this atmosphere.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for that. Dr. Vijay Kumar, we have spoken so much, right? So there's one question here, you know, specifically written for you. Like, can you suggest some tips that should be practiced daily,
Okay.
you know, in times like this?
First of all, I say regarding yoga. After proper practicing of yoga pranayam, CD4 count cell increases,
Okay.
which is the immune system helper cells. Then I come on your next question.
Yes.
First of all, a person should get early in the morning, get up early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we spoke just now, कि people
Okay.
wake up any time
Okay.
because
No,
कुछ
no,
नहीं कर
get
रहे,
up
doesn't work.
in the morning. After completing the natural urges, one should take jeera drink or lemon drinks.
Okay.
Lemon drinks means 1 spoon lemon juice with 1 glass warm water.
Okay.
And jeera drinks mean half teaspoon jeera powder with 1 glass of warm water
All right. Okay.
to drink. Then you should fresh hot and warm water.
Okay.
You should take warm and fresh hot water.
ठीक है.
Water 8 to 10 glass and food as your
Yeah, we have
personal
discussed
capacity.
about that.
Okay.
Yes.
Then as our doctor sir already said, steam inhalation
Yes.
every day 2 to 3 times.
Okay.
After that, nasal application like sesame oil,
Okay.
2 to 3
Yes.
drop in both nostril,
Yes.
and coriander, black pepper, ginger, garlic, onion, etc. recommended in your cooking.
Okay. We have to add these things
Yeah.
to our whatever we are cooking at home.
At a bedtime, golden meal is
It's
compulsory.
a must. Yes.
You should be on bed every day, around 9 to 10 p.m.
All right. 9 to 10. Be in bed.
At least 6 to 7 hour sleep is
Sleep
necessary.
is a must.
That's
Yes.
it.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for like summing up everything, you know, from timely basis. Again, one more thing. It's so important. Time is so important in Ayurveda, no?
Yeah.
Because nowadays our lifestyle is so different. We eat anytime, you know, we sleep anytime. But I think in this lockdown, if we actually follow these rules that, you know, sir has just mentioned, we can have a very disciplined life. Ayurveda, I think it's basically having a very disciplined life, which actually helps us, you know, not only boosting our immune system, but our overall life, not just us, but even our family members. If I am waking up on time, I'm eating proper food, then my entire family will follow that, and we will all, you know, end up healthy, right? That is what it is, right? We're having a disciplined lifestyle. Okay, I think we are progressing towards the end of the program. So, lastly, you know, in conclusion, I would like to ask Dr. Goswami, what is the overall role of Ayush in this coronavirus that we are dealing with, this lockdown we are here? We have spoken so much in detail, you know, so overall, you know, what is Ayush's role in this?
Actually, you see, these pandemic corona diseases, that means and COVID-19 virus infection all over the globe, it is create a very serious problem all over the globe.
Yes.
And it is observed that though it is originally outbreak from China, their mortality rate is comparatively less than Western countries.
Other countries.
Probably China has reached their practice of their traditional Chinese medicines. So, after following or getting their picture of management, so here also India, we have, our ministry has taken up that if there is no vaccine, there is no medicines, so definitely we have to take a holistic approach to prevent this outbreak or spreading to more and more area, or to save the life of the individual. That's why untimely Government of India has taken very serious efforts that along with the Western or conventional system of medicines, we have to encourage our people to take up the knowledge of our traditional medicines of Ayush system to tackle the attack of COVID-19. And another question is that traditionally majority of the principle of Ayush systems are very systematically acclimatized in our society in some point.
Yes.
And perhaps that's why we are not facing very dangerous situation like Western countries. So that's why we have that this Ayush have a very great role to control this this pandemic, and we can definitely prevent, and that is a more deterioration of the situations. And whatever the guidelines has been circulated by the Government of India, it is very seriously followed by our populations, and definitely I am very hopeful that we will be overcome this crisis. And but my request will be to my viewers will be that whatever the preaching of the our traditional knowledge we are now following, it should be continue forever. In each and every citizen should be inculcated this habit, their lifestyle. Then definitely we are having a better future. Not only we are overcome the crisis of and COVID-19, because whatever our holistic approaches of our traditional knowledge, it not only emphasize only to cure the diseases, rather we are going to improve our inner power, immunity, fight against diseases. We are increase our mental power to overcome any crises we are facing in a personal level or in a society level. That's why today's we have deliberation made how we are going to improve our immunity. Definitely our traditional food habits, our different traditional preaching of medicines are definitely having a very positive impact in our society for each and every people, and I think it will simultaneous use of this knowledge definitely accelerate the momentum of recovery of these infected people, and it will going to prevent those who are in quarantine, that is they prevent for infections to these diseases. So definitely in different level. Moreover, the COVID warriors, whether it will be front-line worker of medical professions, or it is security person like police, or any persons, those who are directly or indirectly related with the whole management or fighting against corona, if they are following this certain guidelines, such taking of immunoboosting medicines like Giloy, or taking decoction in the lab, definitely we have got certain immune power. And moreover, actually, you are given a very feeling of inner strength, that yes, I am capable, I myself is capable to defeat these situations. So definitely I am hopeful that this in calculations of the Ayush preaching in the management of COVID-19 definitely will be considered as a milestone, and definitely this credit goes to our Honorable Prime Minister, who has very diligently incorporated the ideas of traditional knowledge to fight this pandemic and COVID-19.
Okay. I don't think that I need to stress any further on, on practicing this Ayurvedic way of boosting our immunity. As our doctor here has rightly put, if we follow these guidelines properly, it will give us this inner strength, this belief that I am capable. And when we follow this together, because this is something that we can overcome only if we work together. This is not something that we can do individually. This is something that we all have to fight together. And yes, viewers, we have discussed so much in length about this program, but there's one more thing I really want, and I request all our viewers to to really ponder upon, is there are so many fantastic false claims all over the social media right now about immunity boosting, and there's so many wrong information right now all over the internet. Therefore, we here in Health Essentials, in our attempt to bring the right information to you, we have been doing a series of programs on this topic of coronavirus. We have done programs on, separating facts from fears. We have done programs on, concerning and dealing with all the mental health issues right now. We have even done a program on health workers and how we can contribute and help, on their fight against this disease. And there are many things that we have discussed. If you have somehow missed all of our programs, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which goes by the name DD Meghalaya. And there's more to come. We will be discussing more on this virus. We will, it is our attempt to bring only the right information to all of you. So please stay tuned, follow us up. We will be doing some more programs on this. And again, I would like to conclude by saying, please stay home, please stay safe, and yes, take extra care of your near and loved ones. Thank you once again for watching. Goodbye.